Ah, good morning. Okay, so this is a functional flow, Pilates flow, where we're going to use some pillows and a yoga block, and that's really it. I'm going to show you what I mean by pillows and yoga block. I'm going to make sure that my phone isn't going to make any terrible sounds, because that would be the worst. um, this is a great class if you're home or if you're traveling. If you're traveling, you'll be at a hotel or something like that. You always have pillows, and you can use couch pillows or you can use bed pillows. Once we get moving, I think you'll see that any kind of pillows will do as long as it feels good once we're moving. I have 3 of my bed pillows. They are not that thick. Maybe 2 thicker ones would be fine. And then I have a yoga block, which we'll use a bit. And then I have just a regular bath towel that I have folded in half. And so this is folded in half once, folded in half again. And then I usually just roll it up from there. And so it's like a Tootsie Roll type situation. And then that's gonna go there. Our back is gonna go on the pillows and our head is gonna go on the towel. And I will talk you through this once we'll get moving, because you're probably gonna wanna change things along the way, okay? It's all about how you feel, and I'm gonna be just choosing what's right for me, and I'm gonna get my hair out of the way. So, as always, please do what's right for your body. We're going to be doing a little bit of extension work and some twisting work, and we're going to be doing some of the straight up normal classical Pilates exercises, but with a little extra love, okay? So, you are going to kind of sit right in front of all your pillow stack situation and pull the pillows right in towards your tush, and then you're going to drape your back over the pillows and your head, and you can reach back and just move the towel. Okay, so what does this feel like? Are you in the right position or not? I'll tell you what I feel like. Extension of the spine feels like an arch. This is a supported extension position. I feel the extension from my lumbar spine all the way through to my shoulder blades and up, like the pillars are going right to the middle of my shoulder blades. If this is comfortable for you, stay here. Maybe knees bent at first. If this feels too intense, take a pillow out, make your towel thinner, all right? This is about how you feel. There's no like, this is how it has to be type thing, all right? So once you get yourself situated, we're just going to take a couple of deep breaths and let the arms and shoulders move. So I'm going to bring my hands right to my shoulders, and I'm just gently putting my fingertips on my shoulders. And then I'm going to reach my elbows up towards the ceiling. I'm also along the way going to draw my abdominals in just a little bit to support this, all right? Make nice big circles on the ceiling with your elbows. I'm keeping my fingers on my shoulders and I'm reaching my elbows back towards the ground. The pillows may get in the way just a little bit, but just ride it out. And I want to encourage you to make these circles nice and big and to not rush through it, okay? Relax your hands and just let your elbows really take a nice big journey. And also, when you bring your elbows back in towards one another, maybe they come all the way in and start to touch one another. Maybe they reach back behind your ears. So don't assume that your range of motion is what it is. How big can you make these circles? What can your elbows see? I bet no one's ever asked you that question before. Okay, now we're going to go the other way. Elbows in and down all around. So I hope this is like a little warm up for the shoulders, but it just feels nice. A really good little chest opener Shoulders are starting to get a little bit warm. You're just breathing. Let's do 3 more. What do your elbows see? And then you can travel around. Bring the elbows to the ceiling and then your hands to the ceiling. Bring your hands facing one another. Draw your ribs and your belly button towards the pillows. Adjust anything that you need to along the way. I just moved my towel so it's under my head and not my neck, okay? Not that you need to do that, but you'll see what's happening in a moment. Feet are gonna walk in a little bit closer to your tush and a little bit closer to one another, not too close. Push down through the feet and you're gonna curl your booty up. I am lifting my booty off the floor, but I'm not lifting my spine off the pillows. And then I'm gonna release the booty and let the pelvis relax. Let's add a breath. Inhale here. Exhale, belly button in. Curl your booty up. I want you to push through the heels of your feet so you feel your glutes and your hamstrings fire. And then release it down, okay? You don't need to make this incredibly intense, right? So just breathe and go through the motion. We're gonna do 4 more. Three. 2. 1 more. And then release the booty down. Okay, adjust yourself on your pillows if you need to. Either unroll your towel and put way less underneath your head or just take it away. I'm gonna take mine away because I feel comfortable with the dynamics of this position. Hands are gonna come behind the back of the skull. Elbows are gonna come within your periphery vision. Before you move, we are going to breathe. Inhale. With your exhale, think about starting to draw your chin to your throat and pulling your ribs and your belly button towards the pillows. Gentle movement here. Inhale, release that. And exhale, pull your chin towards your throat and pull your abdominals in, i.e. pull your ribs down towards the pillows and the floor. 1 more like this, deep breath. Inhale, release it. Exhale again. With your next exhale, we're gonna curl forward. Okay, now keep going here. I kind of want to add a little bit more support under my head. Going all the way down at this moment actually feels a little bit intense. I'm going to take some of that away. Yeah. And then inhale, go back. Try it again. Curling forward, chin to your throat. So we're going to curl up for a count of 3 and hold for 3. Everyone comes down. Take a deep breath in. Chin to throat, ribs in. Exhale, curl up. 1, 2, 3. Hold here. 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. 2, 3. Hold at the bottom. Inhale. And exhale. Up. 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Long neck. 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. 3, 2, 1. Just a quick pause. This should be a pretty intense abdominal experience because the pillows are helping to keep you in now this flexion position. It's supported curling forward. Adjust yourself if you can't curl forward and stay there pretty easily, but it should feel pretty intense in your abdominals. Okay, let's try it 2 more times. Elbows in your periphery vision. Take your breath in. Chin in, ribs in. Hold here. 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. 3, 2, 1. We're going to try it again. Last one. Chin in, ribs in. Hold here. 3, 2, 1. Slowly down. 3, 2, and 1. Keep your head down. If you haven't replaced the towel under your head, go ahead and do that now. Arms are going to come back up towards the ceiling. Palms facing one another. Depending on how you feel, you can straighten the legs or keep them bent for this next part. Up to you. Palms open away from one another. Come all the way towards the floor and down to the floor if you can. Draw the ribs and the belly button in. Exhale, bring the palms back up. When you come together with your hands, a little bit of pressure there just to turn on the muscles across the chest. With a breath, inhale, open wide. Exhale, come back together. Deep breath, inhale, open wide. Exhale, come back together. 2 more. Exhale, back together. 1 more. Exhale, come back together. Separate your palms. Now your arms are going to be about shoulder width. Make sure your head is now really supported by the towel. If you're way lower than your chest, prop yourself up so you're higher, so you're almost in line with your chest, okay? This time we're going to straighten the legs out all the way and flex the feet. Take a nice deep breath here. Bring your chin toward your chest. We're going to roll forward about 1/3 of the way. The pillows are supporting this big time. Reach your fingers towards your toes. Curl forward like we did a moment ago. Hold and then roll back down. Relax the head, relax the neck. Make sure your feet are flexed and straight. Inhale. Chin to your throat, curl forward. Hold here. 3, 2, 1. Slowly go back down. Okay, the next time we're going to curl forward all the way like we would in a roll up. Take an inhale. Chin to your throat, curl forward. And curl all the way forward. Stretch forward. Draw the abdominals in, you guys. Relax your head. Reach the arms forward. And then slowly lie back down. Continue to always adjust your props if you need to. We're going to do 2 more of these. Reach back. Inhale. Arms come back up. Exhale. Big stretch forward. Imagine you have something in front of your belly that you have to lift sort of up and over. Relax the head a little bit. Flex those feet. Reach your fingertips forward. And then slowly lie back down. We're just doing 1 more. Arms up. So for me, the pillows are really helpful. And it's a really nice prop to be able to use the abdominals and not struggle as much on the way up. So some of you may need more pillows. It's a really great tool to be able to do this exercise and not like kind of want to cry when you do it. Reach back behind you. Let's do 1 more. I lied. Bring the arms to the ceiling. This is your last one. Exhale to come up. Big stretch forward. Relax your shoulders. Draw the abdominals in and come up to sit with relaxed shoulders and bring the arms down. Okay, so now we're gonna flip. We're gonna kind of do a 360 little series here. We started looking up, now we're gonna look down towards the floor. Again, the next part is really up to you. Do you want 2 pillows? Do you want 3 pillows? Along the way, you'll find out and you'll decide, okay? So now I'm facing my pillows, and I'm gonna bring the pillows kind of under my pelvis and my belly. So my pelvis and up through my bottom ribs below my chest is supported. If you're too high, you won't be able to kind of press the pubic bone-ish down towards the floor and then push your hip bones into the pillows. Okay, so you see what's happening here? I'm really comfortably in this position now doing extension for the spine in a way that's going to challenge the muscles. Okay, the first part was stretchy. This is strengthening for your back. So the legs are nice and long. Get them in a comfortable position. We're just going to prop ourselves up as comfortably as we can on our forearms. And just look straight ahead. Try and relax your shoulders a little bit of gentle pressure downward through the pelvis, and a little bit of pressure through the palms and the elbows. Spread your fingers open. Just gently create an awareness through the palms. Elbows are directly under my shoulders, so they're not wide. They're kind of drawing right down. And when you drive your elbows down, send your shoulder blades into your back, okay? So hold this position for a minute, and let's just move the head down towards the floor. Take your time, and then lift the head, lift the chest, send the chin forward, and look up. What do you see up there? And then use your eyes. Move your head, come all the way down. You're breathing. And then drive the elbows, the palms, the forearms down. Look up. Let your skull move on the top of your spine. One more. Slowly lower down. Take a nice deep breath. Push down through the forearms, through the palms. Look up. And now we're going to look back down slowly. This time widening your elbows and your palms. A bit more of that like cactus or goalpost shape. And I'm coming all the way down. Forehead to the mat. Okay, so for some of you, this could be like a very restorative position depending on what is up with your spine or how this feels. We're going to push gently down through the pelvis, and we're going to start to lift the head and the chest just a little bit. Let's say now your head and your chest is in line with your spine. Arms one at a time. Up and down. And up and down. Imagine that your spine stays nice and long. Find some connectedness to the abdominals as you're moving here. I'm thinking about drawing my abdominals in. I'm trying not to dump my weight into my low back, but instead find length through the crown of the head. As long as this one at a time arm situation is going well, you can try both. And then down. And both. And down. Let's just do 2 more. Breathe. And down. One more time. Breathe. And down. And then come all the way down. Rest your head down. Just a quick reminder, if you don't like the pillows, all of this can be done without them on the floor, so feel free to take them out. Head down. We're going to add a little bit of a twist this time. Keep your right arm where it is, or just one of your arms. We'll get to both. Head starts down. Slide your left fingertips underneath your forehead. Start to lift like you're just starting to come away from the floor, and then start to lift up a little bit higher through that left elbow, which creates just a bit of a twist. Push down a bit through your right palm, and then come right back down. Now, just a quick word, Try not to continue to dump into the low back. Lengthen out of the back. Find your length. Hands into your forehead. Lift. A little bit of twist. A little bit of pressure through your right palm. Relax your left shoulder, please. And then slowly come down. We're just doing one more. I hope you're taking a nice deep breath. And press and lift. Press and lift. Relax that left shoulder. If bringing your hand to your head is too much for the shoulder, come back to your cactus position. And then come all the way down. Other side. Bring the left arm or the opposite arm out to that outside position, right kind of where the cactus was. I'm sliding my right fingertips under my forehead. I'm just going to take a quick breath first. And then I'm going to kind of find the abdominals, lift away from the floor, and start to add the twist. Pushing the left palm down as I lift my right elbow. I'm kind of looking over in the direction of my right elbow as well. And then lowering down. Maybe you're not getting a ton of movement here. That's okay. Just move as much as you can. One more. And left. Come all the way down. Relax your head. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders in front of the pillows. Walk yourself back into a child's pose stretch. And just a note about child's pose, which is really cool with the pillows. If you have knee discomfort during child's pose, you can grab one of these pillows and bring it under your knees. Isn't that great? Okay, I like to support my hands on the pillows and let my head hang down to the floor. And this is kind of a glorious stretch. So take a nice deep breath here. And one more. And then come all the way up to sit. Good work. Okay. So I'm going to bring, I like the way these pillows are feeling. I'm going to continue to use 3. And now we're going to do a little side body work with support from the pillows. For this bit, you may want to use your block. So grab your block right now. Okay. So I'm going to position myself right next to my pillows. I don't want to sit on them, but it's almost like I just want my right hip, or whichever hip you're going to do first, to be on the pillows. Okay, so what does this feel like? I feel like my pillows are under my hip, my bottom hip. I feel support under my belly and slightly under my tush as well. Okay, this is another one that you'll have to play around with just a little bit, but you'll see along the way. I kind of liked block like right around where the chest is. Just support your head with your bottom arm for a moment. Grab your block with your top hand, push into the block, and feel like you're getting this top hip right on top of the bottom hip. I've got my legs straight, as you can see here. If this feels better, like knees bent slightly, that's fine too. I'm probably going to keep my legs straight and my feet kind of flexed here, and I'm going to hold on to the block. Arm, the bottom arm goes straight. So first we're going to just get a stretch through the side body. You're going to bring your hand back to this block in just a moment. Bring your top arm up to the ceiling and then all the way out to the bottom arm. This is a nice little stretch here. Go ahead and make sure you're really on your side. Bring the arm back up towards the ceiling and all the way down to your hip. Let's breathe. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, reach back. One more. And then back to your hip. And then bring the hand to the block to hold on. Push down through the block. Send your shoulders away from your ears. And you're going to start to lift the head. I'm applying a little bit of pressure down through my bottom arm and my top hand. And then I'm lowering down. Push and lift. But mostly I'm pushing my bottom hip into the pillows, and there's a ton of side body work here. You may have to noodle around with where the pillows are. But I'm feeling just concentrated side body work here, oblique work. Mind your shoulders. This is not a shoulder exercise. Try and relax your shoulders. You're using your arms, but not the most. 3 more. And then 2 more. I feel like I'm going to be really sore tomorrow. 1 more time. These pillows are definitely making me work a lot harder than I normally work. I'm going to be really honest with you. Lower down. Now we're going to add just a little bit, just for excitement. We're going to lift and hold. Pull your belly button in, please. Pull your ribs in. Top leg. Up and down. Relax your shoulders a little bit. Up. Ooh. And down. 3 more. Breathe. And 2. And 1. Oh my gosh, come all the way down. Okay, now here is the moment that you've been waiting for. Ready? This may not be right for everyone, but we're gonna try. Remember that side stretch that we normally do that we all love? Bring your bottom hand, maybe if this is okay for your arms, support your hand. I just bent my elbow, and I'm gonna bring my top hand, almost like if I was gonna do crunches, hands behind the head. Keep your bottom arm where it is, open the top, elbow away. So this is a deep, twisted, arched stretch, which isn't right for everyone. And then come back. We'll just do this 2 more times. Please don't push it, just breathe. One more. And then roll back and return. And we're going to come all the way up to sit. Yeah. Good. Okay, we have a other side. Let's do the other side. I hope you like this. I feel like I'm like having a party and like serving a new dish. Like, oh my gosh, I hope everyone likes it. Okay. Side 2. So again, here's the block ready to go. I'm gonna like almost sit on these. I'm putting my hip on them, and then I'm just gonna support like we would for almost a normal side kick series. And then I'm gonna straighten my legs out. You don't have to. You could keep your knees a little bit bent. That's totally fine. Or maybe even just straighten the top leg. However you need to be to get one hip on top of the other. I'm pulling this block in. I'm going to kind of push my palm into it so I can ignite this side body that I'm about to use kind of a lot. And then I'm going to undo this arm and come all the way down. Okay, continue to shift yourself. I always check, like I move my top hip back a little bit. I move it forward a little bit. Am I cheating and I don't realize that I'm cheating just by putting myself into a slightly more comfortable position? Okay, so do the same thing for yourself. Let's do that stretch. Arm by your side. Inhale, reach all the way up and reach back. Exhale, come back. And again. One more time. And then bring the hand back, right? And try and get it in a functional place. Draw the abdominals in. Start to gently push down through the top arm, hand, curl up. And lower down. Pull your top shoulder into your back. Yeah, this is, I'm just going to guess that I'm working like a solid, like 43% more deeply than I normally do in a regular exercise. These pillows are kind of mimicking something we have in the studios called a small barrel or a spine corrector, which is like a really cool piece of equipment. You know, it's like a hump, it's like a leather covered hump. I'm just lifting, finding these abdominals. Let's do 2 more. Shoulder down, chin in, belly in. 1 more. We're gonna lift and hold. Top leg. Woo. And down. And down. 3 more. And 2. Last one. All the way down. Oh my gosh. Get that block out of the way. Let's find that little stretch. I'm going to bend my knees and pull them forward. Again, make sure you're in a position that suits the needs of your body. Bring both of your hands behind your head to support it like you would, like if we were doing a crunch. Rest your head down on the bottom arm and then slowly open the top arm. And then come back. Okay, so for some of us, we spend so little time in this arched position. There's so many clients that would benefit from this mobility and strength work at the same time. And then there's so many that this is just maybe a little bit too intense. What I like about this is you could just take a pillow away. You can make this so gentle and just sort of subtly introduce the arch and the stretch at the same time. I'm going to leave my elbow open here and just take 2 deep breaths. And then come forward. Gently walk yourself back, okay? So now we're gonna scoot the pillow off to the side. If you wanna use them for anything that you can think of along the way, please go ahead and do that. We're just gonna do now some flat, nice and flat work on our backs. I'm gonna grab that block and bring it back into the mix. Okay, so grab your block. And we're going to give the block to the feet. So I kind of have the block, here's the side view, long ways right in between the feet. And I'm just going to leave my feet flat and then lie down all the way on my back. So now being nice and flat almost feels kind of weird, but like good at the same time. Let's find our flat spine. Keep the block right between the feet. Push down through the heels. Arms by your sides. Long arms, long neck. Chin down just a teeny bit. And we're going to do an articulated bridge. You don't have to force mobility. Okay, but start down with your pelvis. Curl your tailbone up. Push through the heels. And roll up. And then roll back down. So my first one is pretty small. This is just like a challenging movement for me. So you go at your own mobility. I'm going to try it again 2 more times. A little bit of a tuck. Rolling through the spine, pushing through the feet, coming up. On the way up, you kind of maintain a little bit of a tuck. And then so when you roll down, the last thing you do is uncurl your pelvis. And then there's one last one here. You're breathing. Long neck. And then we'll roll back down. and we will release to the pelvis. Okay, now push the block over to your right foot. So only the right foot is on the block. Just a quick alignment thing. Your foot should be in line with your hip, but let's say both feet in line with both hips, all right? Push down through both feet. We are going to keep the pelvis stable, but the feet are uneven. I'm not tucking to come up. I'm just keeping a neutral spine here. And down. We're going to do 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. One more time. Lower down. Now make sure that your feet are a little closer together. Both feet should still be just like aligned with one another, but maybe they're slightly more narrow than your hips or in line with your hip bones. We're going to bring the hips halfway up. Drive down through the right foot and bring the left leg up to the ceiling. I'm going to point my foot, flex my foot, point, flex, one more, and then bend the knee, replace the foot, lower the hips, take a breath. We're going to try it again. Inhale. Push down through both feet first. Transfer the weight to your right. Make sure your arms are really supportive. Left leg comes up. Again, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, bend the knee, replace the foot, lower the hips down, take a nice deep breath. Let's do this one more time for fun, maybe slightly different. Halfway up, both feet are working. Transfer into the right, make sure those arms are really nice and supportive. Left leg up. Let's flex the foot, hold here. Lower the left hip an inch, come right back up. Lower the left hip an inch, come right back up. One more time. Ooh, come right back up. Bend that knee, hips down. Okay, let's move the block over to the other side. Other foot. Feet are about hip distant to begin. Okay? There's kind of a sweet spot for the block. Actually, I just have to say this. If you're too far away, your hamstring will cramp. If you're too close, your hamstring will maybe cramp. Somewhere in the middle, I know that's like really, really vague, but don't just assume that it has to feel like a terrible cramp. Push down through both feet and hips come up evenly. Inhale down, exhale up. Three more. 2 more. And last one. And then lower down. So now we're going to bring the feet slightly closer together. Just slightly. And then I'm going to come up again just like about halfway through both feet. Transfer the weight into the left. And then come up. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, bend the knee, put the foot down, hips down. So this side is a lot harder for me. If you get to the side that's harder for you, maybe you have to adjust your block a little bit. I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe it's just hard on that side. Maybe you're not doing all the points and flexes, maybe just one. Hips come up about halfway. Push through your heel. Bring that leg up. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, bend the knee, bring it down. One more, a little different. lift up halfway through both feet, transfer into the left, pushing down through that heel into the block. Leg comes up, flex, lower, 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 ooh, down, all the way down. Take the foot off the block. You're like, gladly. Bring your feet wide. Let's say wider than your shoulders, with a little bit of turnout to the feet and the knees. Arms are also wide, long neck, hips come up and down. Three more. Two more. One more. Come all the way back down. Bring your knees in toward your chest. Big old stretch here. You can bring both your hands around your right shin and either just put your left foot down and give yourself a stretch like this. You may also slowly, fully extend that left leg and just gently hug this leg in. Relax your tailbone a little bit and lengthen your neck. And just a nice exhale here. Slide the left leg back in. Let's put the right leg down. Get rid of that block if it's in your way. Hug your left leg. You can hug onto your shin or behind your thigh. Keep the foot there if this is appropriate, or slowly slide the leg out. Good to notice if one leg stretch is completely different from the other. Take a nice deep breath. Slide the right leg back in, and then put the left leg down. Okay, I'm going to roll over to the side, come on up to sit, and we're going to do spine stretch forward and saw with the pillows under our tush. So we're going to be sitting on the pillows. I'm not going to sit on all three for this. Those of you with really tight hamstrings, use all the pillows. Okay, my hamstrings are not incredibly tight, but sitting up on something is still going to feel great. So pillow under tush. This is the thickest, firmest pillow I have. The higher up you sit, actually, I'm going to grab one more. It's Monday. Need all the help I can get. Okay, so I'm sitting up here. So this allows people with tight hamstrings to be able to straighten their legs, right? Which is great. Normally, this is one of those positions that anyone with tight hamstrings hates. So if you still need to soften your knees here, that's fine, do it. But see if you can get your legs nice and straight. We're going to sit up really tall, extend the arms out front. We're going to roll forward, and we're going to try and relax our shoulders and roll forward from the abdominals and the breath, instead of reaching through the power and the stress of the shoulders that we all have, okay? So actually, let's just relax the shoulders for just a minute. We're slowly going to straighten the arms along the way. Sit tall. Straighten your legs. Flex your feet a bit. Draw the abdominals in. Bring your chin toward your chest. Slowly start to round forward and reach the arms forward along the way. So this is not just sinking towards the floor. Push down through your heels. Draw the abdominals in. As you reach forward, draw your belly button in. And now not from your shoulders, from your belly. Start to come back up to sit. Not from your shoulders. Relax those. Come all the way up to sit. I'm going to keep my arms here. Relax your arms down if that was helpful. Take a breath. Chin to your chest. Push down through the feet. Energize the legs. Stretch through the spine. Relax your head. Relax your shoulders, draw the abdominals in, and articulate up the spine to sit tall. We're going to do one more time. By the way, this may be nice for you. I'm just going to throw this out here. Some people that really need a really deep stretch, they may like this. Just going to throw that out there. Stretch forward. Relax your shoulders on the way up. Use your abdominals. And sit tall. Relax the arms for a moment. Relax your shoulders. Take a breath. Now the arms are going to come out wide, but you should still be able to see them in your periphery vision. Rotate in one direction. I'm going right. I'm bringing my left pinky finger towards my pinky toe. Pause here. Shift your shoulders center. You shouldn't be all the way off to the right here. Your shoulders and your spine should be center. This is a thoracic spine twist. Okay, if you go all the way over to the right, this whole exercise is going to live in your lumbar spine. Come back to the center and twist through your thoracic spine, the middle. Relax your head, stretch forward. Come back up, sit tall. Keep your shoulders center as you twist. I'm not shifting over to the other side. As I dive forward, I'm keeping my head relaxed, reaching my arm forward and my back arm up. Relax that head. Shoulders are center, spine is center, twist is thoracic. Come back to the center. We're going to add a deep breath. Exhale as you twist. Inhale to return to center. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, come up. Last one. Inhale. And bring the arms all the way down. Okay? We're going to do one more thing with these pillows. I'm going to keep these two pillows exactly where they are. We're going to be kind of careful here. Scoot your tushy forward a little so your sits bones are at the end of your pillows. Slowly lie down. Most of your back is on the floor. My lumbar spine, my sacrum, and my booty are on the pillows. Those of you with tight hamstrings and tight hip flexors, this is a little gift for this next exercise. Bring your arms down by your sides, push them down a little bit, and bring both legs up towards the ceiling. Those of you with really tight hamstrings, you may want another pillow. This is, the legs up to 90. So usually when you have flexors or hamstrings that are tight, this is a yucky position. Heels together. Still continue to soften your knees if you need to. Corkscrew. A little circle to the right, around to the left, and center. It's not a huge, it's like the size of a dinner plate. And then the left, around to the right. Lots of core here. Inhale around, exhale up. Other way, to the left, around to the right. One more each way. To the right, around to the left. To the left, around to the right. Bend your knees, relax here for a second. Take a breath, inhale, exhale. Both legs are going to come up again. Keep the right leg where it is. Use those abdominals deeply. Lower one leg as you keep on where it is. Exhale, come right back up. Lower the second leg. This is an opportunity for very deep abdominal work. Continue to draw the middle to low belly in. One more each way. Even yourself out. Carefully bring the feet down. Take a nice deep breath here. Bring your feet together and your knees wide. And just let the inner thighs and the pelvis get this kind of a stretch here for, let's say, 2 deep exhales. And one more. If you have really tight hips, I suggest you do this stretch later, maybe before bed. This is such a great way to release the muscles in the pelvis and the hips. Okay, I'm just gonna lift my hips. Oh, this is kind of awkward. I'm gonna slide one pillow out at a time to lie down. I'm just like, what is this gonna feel like later? This is a lot of movement for the spine. I think it's good, I hope. You should let me know. Okay, come on up to sit. Come to your hands and knees. Hands and knees. Okay, knees together, feet together. Hands shoulder width. I'm gonna walk my hands forward. We're gonna do some modified push-ups here, okay? Modified push-ups. What that means to me is I'm gonna keep my my knees down for sure, and I'm just gonna modify to a place where I feel like I can actually do this exercise. Hey, can you find those abdominals that you just worked? Draw your belly in, lift your chest. We're gonna do 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Come all the way up. Feet together, knees about as wide as the hips. Drop your tail, lift your belly, extend your arms out. You should feel like you're pressing forward through your hip bones towards the wall in front of you. Relax your shoulders. Draw the abdominals in, slightly lean back, and then come right back up again. And slightly lean back. It's called thigh stretch. There's a lot more than a stretch going on here. I'm not sinking in my hips, by the way. The hips are staying forward the whole time. 2 more. 1 more. And then bring the arms down. Walk your hands forward. Another 6 push-ups. Find your belly muscles. Lengthen your neck. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Reach all the way up. Hook your thumbs. Stretch up. Stretch over to the right. Back through the center. Over to the left. Back to the center. Arms come down. Relax your shoulders. Take a breath. We have 1 more push-up set. Get excited. Last one. Feel free to come to the wall for your push-ups. It's a really great alternative. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Okay, let's make our way up to stand. Up to stand. Okay, good. I just want to do like 1 balance thing and then we're free, okay? Feet are hip distant. Let's just bring the arms, palms forward. Belly is in. Shift your weight into one of your feet. Neck is long. Pull your head back so it feels like you're standing into a nice straight line. And let's bring that opposite leg out. Either your opposite leg is lifted or just the big toe is down. Both of them are great. Little balance exercise. Push the floor away. Relax the shoulders and lift the chest. 1 more deep breath. And then come back. Other side. Push the floor away. Open the chest. Lift. When you're ready, pick up that foot. And breathe. bring it down. Let's do a roll down to end. Arms come forward. And then roll down. Relax your knees. Let your head be heavy. Exhale. And then soften the knees. Push down through your feet to slowly rebuild. You can take your time. Take as long as you want. When you come up to stand, whenever you get there, just feel your nice, tall, long spine. Hopefully the parts feel pretty good. Take one more breath. We did it. You guys are awesome. Have a great day. Give me any feedback if you want on that class. It was kind of exciting. Have a great day.